Hi friends, this is Muhammad Jibran and welcome to our C# tutorials. In this video, I'm going to explain you about the conditional statements. Suppose you have a scenario where you would like to decide where you have two different types of code, and you would like to give the feedback to the user depending upon the value or depending upon the input which the user has given. Okay, so just take an example of ATM machines. Okay, so if you whenever you press that you want to withdraw the cash, it will give you the options for withdrawing the cash. When you want a balance inquiry, it will give you the options for balance inquiry. So the same way, if you want to do something according to the input given by the user, so how you can accomplish that in the code. Okay, so for that, let me just remove whatever we have did till now, and now we'll start from the beginning. I will just declare some variable as I will just declare a variable x, and what I will do is I will just type out to the user dot write line, please select a number from 1 to 20. Okay, so now I would like my user to select a number from 1 to 20, and I will store whatever the user has given the value in my x variable. Okay, so that how I do that, you know already from the previous videos. Okay, so now I have a value in my variable x. So now I will check if my value of x is equal to let us say 17. Okay, if the user has selected or entered the value 17, so I will just write to him that you have just won an jackpot. Okay, so if the user hits number 17, so then we will print him this line, else he lost that jackpot. So now let me show you. Okay, so now my application says please select a number from 1 to 20. Let me select 17, and it says you have just oops, sorry. You see how simple is to make mistakes in the languages. I just forgot this thing. Okay, now read line. Now we'll run it again. Now hope everything is fine. So now I will select number 17, hit enter. Now it says you have just won a jackpot. Okay, so this works fine with the number 17. Suppose if the user has entered any other number than 17, so what will it do? Let's check it out. Suppose it entered number 5 and hit enter. Yeah, nothing happens and the execution ends. That's very bad, it does not look nice. You should give the user some message saying you just lost or whatever you would like. So for that, what I will do is I will write an else statement. Okay, so in my else statement I will write console dot write line, sorry you lost. Okay, so suppose if the user hits the key 17, that's fine. Okay, he just wins the jackpot. If he loses, we will tell him that sorry you just lost. So again I will write console dot read line. Now let's execute it again, and you will see if I hit 5 now and I press enter, it says sorry you lost. Now that's a pretty good way to show the user what's going on in the application. Okay, so this is for one or two options, and suppose if you have more than one or two options, so what you will do, we will simply do some else if statements. Okay, we will go on adding the else if statements. Here I can write console dot write line else if my x is equal to 2, if my x is equal to 2, and I will write here if my x is equal to 1, if he uh, hits the key 2, so for that I will say you have won a car. Okay, so if the user hits number 1, our program will display to him he has just won a jackpot. If he hits number 2, it will say you have won a car, and you will just read line. Okay, done. So now we are checking two values, either 1 or 2, or if you wish you can just copy paste it and you can add as many cases as you want. It's 3, you have just won a gold coin, or you can just add n number of cases if you wish, and the last one will be else. Okay, so now let's try to run this, and let's see if I hit 3 what he do. I hit 3, it says you have won a gold coin. So let me show you, that's what we have written, you have won a gold coin. So you see what, till here the execution works perfectly. Okay, after that the um, focus goes to whatever code block we are go with we should be using in our further execution. So what I will do is I will create a breakpoint over here, and I will start executing it again so that you can understand it better. Now it's waiting, then console.write line, let's step into it, and I will select number 2 and I will hit enter. Now my x has the value 2. So what you can see is the next line which will be getting executed is this line. So first of all, my if statement will check if my x value is equal to 1. It's the evaluation. Okay, what it is doing over here is it evaluating. If this statement returns true, it's a boolean statement, you can it has only two values, either true or false. If this statement or if this code returns true, then this block will be getting executed. If this block or the code inside the parenthesis returns false, then it will return false and it will not get executed. The focus will transfer to the next block. Let's see what happens. My x value is what? 2. Okay, as you can see over here. Now if the next line of code which is to be executed is this, now let me check if my x is equal to 1. Let me just check. It says it is not, so it has skipped all of this code and it has directly went to over here. Now as you all know, our x value is equal to 2. Now if I again step into it, it will go into this block. Let me show you. See, it has now going to start this next block. It says right line, you have won a car. See, and now it's going to wait for us to hit an enter key. You see over here, you have won a car, and if I hit enter, see this code block ends, and I hit again, it will go to end of my main function. If I hit it again, my execution will stop. So this was about the conditional statements. You saw it's checking the condition for this, it will check the condition for this. If it is not true, it will go for this. If none of these three is true, it will go and execute this block anyhow. So let me show you that also. I will run it again and step into, and this time I will give the value of 17. Now let's see, he's checking with 1, false, checking with 2, false, checking with 3, false. Now the last thing which it can do is go to the else part. If none of the else or none of the if or else statement is true, it will go to the else part and it will execute that. It will display sorry you lost, and it will wait for us to hit enter. and as you can see, it displayed sorry you lost, and if I hit enter, the execution just will be stopped right now. So there is a little one more thing I would like to take your attention towards. You see this one equal to sign, it's the assignment operator, and if you type it twice, it's the equality operator. Okay, it is the it's checking whether these two values are equal, whether x is equal to 1. Okay, so here we are checking the equality between these two values, and here we are assigning. Most of the people, when they start learning the programming, this is what the biggest mistake they do. The syntax for if is very simple, but just understanding the difference between two as equal to sign and one equal to sign is a big deal for a newbie. Okay, so that's very simple if you just pay attention towards it. So that's it for this video. Hope you liked it, and thanks for watching.